Hello. I usually grow my tomatoes in buckets, but I've recently purchased some fibre bags, and this year I'm going to be growing tomatoes in buckets and bags. A sort of experiment, see which is best. Which is best, grow tomatoes in buckets or bags. And about 3 weeks ago, a month ago, I moved the tomatoes up from the yoghurt pots that I'd had them growing in, into the buckets and into the bags. I'm going to cut you to a short piece of video now that I shot when I done that. It doesn't last that long. And then what we'll do is we'll go into the greenhouse and we'll have a look at the progress that these tomatoes have made. Hello. It's the last day of April here at Homegrown Veg in the United Kingdom, and it's official. We've had more frosty mornings in April this year than in any year in the last 60 years. No good for gardeners. And we've had very little rain. So it's dry and it's cold. Dry won't affect those tomatoes because I'll water those, I'll look after those. But I can't keep them warm. If it's frosty, it's frosty. But these are going to have to go out now. We've got some warm weather forecast. They're big enough now to be potted up and bagged up. And these tomatoes are going to be part of my Grow Vegetables in Buckets and Bags, which is best series. If you're not familiar with that, what I'm doing is I'm growing vegetables in small buckets and small bags, and at the end of the season we're going to try and determine if one's better than the other. Okay, so what we're growing? Well, as I've said, I've started these from seed, and I've picked out the ones I want to grow on, and I've got 2 of each. So I've got 2 Big Daddy, never grown those before, have you? I'm growing 2 Shirley, I'm growing 2 Cerise, I'm growing 2 Crimson Crush, I'm growing 2 Sun Gold, never grown those before, they have a good reputation. And 2 more that I'm growing that I've never grown before. I'm growing 2 Heinz 1350. So 1 of each in a bucket and in a bag, and we'll grow them on, and we'll see what they deliver over a growing season. And I have a nifty way of recording that. I think I've covered that on a previous video, a cucumber counter video, but I'm going to use that same method to record the number of tomatoes that I actually get of each of these plants. Okay, let's take them outdoors and plant them up. At last we can get back into the greenhouse. I've moved the potatoes out. I've got the tomatoes on the stations and I've got the support strings in. Now it's fair to say that in the last 3 to 4 weeks it's been too cold for growing tomatoes. It really has. It's been too cold. But when push comes to shove, things have got to go out, haven't they? If you grow stuff indoors, there comes a point, for whatever reason, they have to go out, and those tomatoes have to go out. So they've been in a greenhouse that's been a bit too cold, really. But hey, let's go out and have a look at the progress these tomatoes have made, and let's see if we can see any difference between a tomato growing in a bucket and a tomato growing in a bag. Come on, let's have a look. This is Heinz 1350. Bucket on the right, bag on the left. This is Shirley. This is Crimson Crush. This is Big Daddy. This is Sun Gold. And lastly, this is Cerise. Okay, let's pop indoors now and we'll do a quick summary. Okay, what do you think? It's early days yet to make a judgment, but I'd have to say that I'm pleased with those tomatoes so far. They look really strong and healthy. But it's too early to say which is best, buckets or bags, for growing tomatoes in. We'll only be able to actually do that when we've got some tomatoes. So that's a video in the future for you to watch. But I hope you've enjoyed this video today. This is Homegrown Veg, signing out.